You can have a game be really, really good looking and really, really stable so that it's not fucking up every 5 minutes. It's totally possible to have a really, really good looking game good looking game. I've got pictures of this on Facebook. A really, really good looking game that is stable and doesn't fuck up every 5 minutes. If you followed my Facebook page on games, then you know the story of me and Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain and my old 360. And CD Projekt Red, you've proven before with the Witcher series that you can have a really, really good looking game that's really deep with a lot to it and have it be stable and work just as good as it looks. So to corporate, it's all your fault. There is no way. You know, everybody in these games companies, look at the guys next to you. Look at the guy to your left and the guy to your right. If the guy to your left and right isn't a game developer, video game playing, programming fucking nerd just like you, then you've got a problem. And then you get a cyberpunk. Because some corporate suit said, we gotta release this game at blah-de-dee blah in order to fit the schedule and maximize profits and blah blah blah. And you listened. Or maybe you didn't have a choice, but regardless, that's the reason why Cyberpunk looks so good, and ambitious developers and programmers and game designers, and the reason why it sucks so bad is corporate shitheads in suits, corporate suit wearing shitheads that had a timeline. Oh shit, is this what? Extracting a Russian interpreter? Or I already did that and that's just a random guy. Haha. Like I can't even drive a car in Cyberpunk. That game is so unstable. I literally cannot put hats on. It won't let me. I put the hat on and I don't know what any of the hats look like because I never get to wear any of them. As soon as I put it on, it disappears. And my hair disappears as well. So basically, all hats just make me bald. I also don't know what any of the sunglasses look like on my character because the sunglasses never appear either. So basically, whenever I find hats or sunglasses in Cyberpunk, I just sell them. If this was Cyberpunk, that door would have refused to work for about 30 seconds and then would have decided to work randomly. Oh look, it's Cyberpunk. I'm gonna go to sleep. Let's lie on the bed sideways instead of putting our head on the pillow for no fucking reason. Just imagine for a second. Oh look, it's Cyberpunk. I've bought a bunch of clothes, but I have no third-person camera mode, so I can't fucking... I press all of the buttons, and I can't see myself other than the the inventory menu with shitty graphics for some reason. With graphics that are much worse than the actual game and always takes your underwear off, making it awkward for some reason. When else can you see yourself? On the rare occasion that a motorcycle decides to fucking load the other half of your body so you're not just a torso sitting there. When else can you see yourself? In the pointless for no reason mirror in your bathroom. I feel like there was probably something else that there was supposed to be to that. We'll see if we can save this guy. I mean, Hideo, all Hideo Kojima has to do, assuming he starts working on a Metal Gear Solid again, all Hideo Kojima has to do to stop people talking shit about the Fulton recovery device is have the balloon go up first with a fucking really long string or rope attached to the guy. The guy stays on the ground, the balloon goes up first, and then the guy gets pulled off. Implying, it always goes up so far you can't see it anyway, but that, at least, you can imply that there's a AC-130 up there with the sky hook, and that the system is being used the way it actually fucking works. Because it's not the balloon, everybody knows this, it's not the balloon that pulls you up. The balloon just pulls up the rope. It looks, now that I'm playing it with the graphics booster on, I would say it definitely looks better than the version that's on the 360. But I use pictures of me playing this game on the original Arcade 360. Funny story. This is the story behind it, since this has turned into like a full video length. My original Arcade 360 that I got for like my birthday or Christmas when they first came out, and was somehow magically spared the red rings of death and whatnot. The last game, this is funny, as it got old, it started to do the sticky disc tray and you had to punch it to open the disc tray routine. In the last like 2 years, and this is about maybe 2 years ago, in 2020, it finally died in 2020, not even of old age, a house fire, but, frickin', not even of the fire, water damage. Ha! Water damage! But, real funny, so I was playing this game, this is like Crysis. The level of good-lookingness going on and how good this game looks. I mean, this game looks good. Don't sue me, Angry Joe. Don't sue me. Don't sue me, bro. Don't sue me. But this game looks, I've always thought this was an amazing game. I believe this is the last Metal Gear Solid Hideo Kojima worked on, and then there was the frickin' Metal Gear Survive garbage that came after it, after he left Konami. But I've always thought this was a masterpiece. And this is my introduction, really, into the Metal Gear Solid series. I played, I think it's Peace Walker, the one with Paz on the PSP. The one that has the super duper long animated like comic book cutscenes. Jeez, this guy. Wow. this is my real introduction. I didn't play all of that game on the PSP, only a little bit. But what I plan to do with this game, and I think this sounds like fun. You know how every time you beat a mission in the Phantom Pain here, it does the little fucking, you know, series of credits like you're seeing the end of a movie, and, you know, the logos and shit, which used to weird me out for the, like, it still feels kind of weird after you beat one of the missions and it goes through. It feels good, I don't know why. I like it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. You'd think you'd get sick of seeing it, but it's just, I don't know. The game feels like it's earned it for some reason. Like, you're like, alright, fine with it. But, so after I do, like, however many, when I get to a point, or whatever, I've done, they're running away. Why you guys running away? Hey, you guys. Why are you guys running? Cease fire? What's up? Oh, well, so much for ceasing fire. You guys tried to trick me. That's not nice. This is like right after the first mission. Come on, horse. Oh, what the hell? Ah. Ha. But, so I have what I was getting to before I was distracted by these guys. Ha, that's what? Like, when you looked, that is great. That's great. Look at the way he just put his, like, leg up on the rock. That's great. You look down in Cyberpunk to see your fucking legs moving, and if you walk too fast or too slow, your legs start ragdolling all over the damn place. But, so what I'm gonna do, the first time I played this game on the 360, I got like halfway through it before just life and blah-de-blah, and never got around to beating it. And I think I played like half of it twice. Fucking retarded. But always liked it enough to now be playing the first half of it again. A third time. Wow. But so, I have the, like, Platinum Hits trilogy pack of the first 3 Metal Gear Solids that are like this. Super questioning inflection because I'm not familiar with the Metal Gear Solid series. But like Peace Walker and the other 2 before it. So, what I'm gonna do is, after like a big couple of main missions or whatever, maybe I do 3 of them and I see the little credits thing go by, then as like a flashback almost, I'll go and pop in like the other Metal Gear Solids. So I'll like flash back to the first game, because I do remember a few things they talk about, like Paz. Her name is Paz. It means peace. If it seems like I'm being a little on the nose right now, it's because I'm not written very well. But, like, so, but I want to know more, just 'cause the game's interesting. And I'm glad that, I'm almost glad now that I never finished it on the 360. Like, it feels like a new experience, and, you know I'll reach a point eventually where I'm caught up to where I was on the older version of it, you know? But the graphics are just enough improved, and it is still the masterpiece that it is. and I have yet to have it go, you know, era, this, that, and the third thing. Always been a pretty stable game. Funny enough, so on the 360 version, it's like GTA 5 on the 360, where you have a second disc that you have to install. And funny enough, so as my 360 got real old and started to shit the bed, it started to fuck up reading lots of games and just wouldn't read lots of games. And I swear to God, the last game that my 360 would read was this one. For almost a year or 6 months or some shit till I got there's another model of 360 that came after the Elite that's more advanced. And oh shit. And I got that one. It was like $110 still in 2020. Probably still is now at wherever the fuck you're gonna get it. But the last game it would read, I played it for like 6 months or some shit. And this was the last game it would read. So I ended up just leaving this disc in it. I had like I had like Gears of War, like a couple of Gears of War on the hard drive, and I played those. And eventually this was all I had left, but you know, it was like my 360 was like, this is a good game to go out on. If I'm gonna play one more game and shit the bed, it's gonna be this game because this is a good game. Which is funny because you would think that an old ass console would be chugging the fuck away trying to render this shit. But this is the only video, all the pictures that I have on Facebook of Metal Gear Solid 5 are from that old 360 version. And you can see they look just as good. This is on the PS4 Pro with the graphics booster on, which, you know, the graphics booster, I turn that off if I'm playing Fallout. It makes Fallout shit itself. I turn half the graphics settings with Cyberpunk down just to get that game stable enough to shit itself in 45 minutes instead of 15. And I turn the booster off. I'm about to turn the rest of the graphics capability options things in the graphics menu in Cyberpunk fucking all the way off just to get maybe an hour of gameplay out of that game before it shits the bed. This game on my 360, kind of feel bad. For real. This game on my 360, my arcade 360, in that last like year of its life, I would play this fucking thing for 6 hours, 12 hours. I would motherfucking go ham with this game. Fucking, I would replay all the fucking little side missions like destroying the communications equipment at the Russian outpost. I would replay all those missions like a dozen times. I just wander around the map. I don't have the Fulton recovery device for these cargo containers yet, but I just wander around the map for like an hour gathering up all the resources and shit. I play the hell out of this fucking game. And it was just surprising my 360 held its shit together with no problem the whole time. Cyberpunk would have died from that. Would have died from physics. I think I'm supposed to be what? Extracting a prisoner who's over here? Oh, wow. That's funny as hell. Ooh. Like it just I wish Cyberpunk was as stable as this game. I hear you. I like how you can still run. It just feels a lot heavier and chunkier of a run, but it still lets you run even when you're carrying a guy. 99% of games will take your ability to run completely away. I know you can Fulton extract these guys, but I always like to give the guys you're rescuing the helicopter ride instead, just to be nice. Man, I thought Fallout 4 running mods with my incredibly overbuilt base crapped itself a lot. Cyberpunk, I can't believe it. I can't believe they released that thing in that condition, and I'm gonna like, I don't know, I'll make a few videos on it so you can see how horrid it is. Oh my god, it's awful. It's so bad. It's Power Glove bad, motherfucker. It just fucking works. Metal Gear Solid 5. I heard recently, one of my friends told me that they turned off the servers for the online. Which I was disappointed because I was thinking about getting the PlayStation whatever the fuck in order to, like, you know, battle people with my base. Because I always get really extreme with my base building. Like, I farm. That sucks. I wonder if Hideo was still at Konami, would it still be around? You know? I'm real early in the game. I don't even have the fucking thing to steal this Jeep. The level 2 Fulton. But this is the proof. The proof is in the pudding. I know one aspect of Cyberpunk that makes it more difficult is the fact that you have such a multi-layered, porous, if you will, city structure, all these buildings on top of each other, and it's not that I'm talking about, but it is the fact that you have that, and you have the light that has to come through and filter through the holes, if you will, of the city, right? And also not only adjust itself to the game clock of the sun moving and the day passing by and how the lights going through the different fucking, like, canopies that are made by the fucking city's structure itself, how that, plus you driving by at 110 miles an hour while the light has to shift and shit through all and reflecting off of all these skyscrapers and whatnot, you know. But and that is the only reason why I I find myself going back to that game. You know, it is unacceptably fucked. Like, I don't even. I'm sorry, people who got burned by Fallout New Vegas, but honestly, I think there's something going on. Like maybe somebody got a fucked up disc or something, because I was young enough to be bringing fucking allowance money to GameStop every weekend to pre-order Fallout New Vegas, and I was there at midnight for the fucking release. This was back when it was still big, and people gathered around in a line that stretched around the plaza in order to get this freaking game, and I got the special edition or whatever with the comic book and the deck of cards, the platinum chip and everything. And my copy was fine. I never had any BS glitches. You know? But some people, I guess, did. Point is, fucking, this is not Fallout New Vegas supposed glitches. This is like, this game is obviously fucked from jump. The moment you, like, the moment, I wouldn't say the moment you get into the city, everything seems fine when you're out in the desert in the very beginning of Cyberpunk. But for like, what is it, like 20 minutes, an hour's worth of gameplay, the moment you get into the city and start driving around, you immediately realize how incredibly fucked everything is. and that's, you're lucky if you got that far. Well, I mean, if you get that far, chances are the game probably has froze or is about to. Well, that's all for this episode. Wow, Metal Gear Solid, huh? Usually Fallout or GTA now. Well, you know, told you you're gonna be branching out to some other games now that I've got some of the more time-consuming projects done. Peace. See you next time.